historian of Indian philosophy. He writes, when India is said to be a secular state, it does not mean that we reject the reality of an unseen spirit or the relevance of religion to life, or that we exalt irreligion. We hold that not one religion should be given preferential status. The whole concept of secularism is reduced to a triviality. What has secularism got to do with existence or non-existence of an unseen being? If it is unseen, it is probable that it does not exist. So, is it relevant at all to morality? How is it relevant at all to civil law? How is it relevant at all to gender equality? Or he says the relevance of religion to life, but that is the real question. Secularism, in its proper definition, contests the fact that religion is not relevant to real life. Its entire civil law was abolished in the French Revolution. And we let us remember that the entire Dharma Shastra was abolished by the Indian Parliament in 1955-56 and replaced by a totally different piece of law which had nothing to support it except reason, the Hindu Code, the 3 acts that constitute the Hindu Code. So what has religion got to do there? Then the whole thing, as I said, is reduced to a triviality. That in India, secularism is special. It hardly means anything. It only means that no single religion should be given preferential status. That is all. Otherwise, religions can have free play in our constitution. Now, unfortunately, the Supreme Court has accepted the Radhakrishnan definition and therefore made a triviality of secularism as far as law is concerned. Now, I shall come to Supreme Court judgments on not so much as Hindutva as the religious instruction or instruction in religion that it has made legal presently when I consider the question of religion in education in a secular state. But my first proposition is that India is not exceptional. Secularism is not a thing which can be divided geographically. That secularism is all right in its classical definition, in its French Revolution precedent, for all countries except India. Here secularism is different because Radhakrishnan says so. What is Radhakrishnan's particular authority in either political philosophy or constitutional law, I don't know. If I were to be bitter-minded, I would say that as a philosopher, he accepted knighthood and then went on to say that ancient India lost its philosophical greatness because it surrendered to foreigners. He didn't think that his own taking of knighthood deviated from the great philosophy of Indian history that he put forward there. So I am not at all sure that Radhakrishnan has any particular authority which we should respect. On the contrary, what he is saying is totally contradictory to the general theory of secularism. And my argument is that the first task of Indian statesmen should be to retrieve and restore the definition of secularism. Otherwise, defense of secularism means hardly anything, and all secularism would be, as our BJP friends put it, pseudo-secularism.